Hello everyone. Welcome to the first Beacon Fairy Walk Week project of the week. My name is Audrey and today I'm going to teach you how to make a fairy house, which I'm really excited about. So in the course of this video I'm probably going to pause and stop and do a couple of things, just allow time for some drying, etc. So in the spirit of saving some time, I did already start some of my project, but I'm going to walk you through it. We decided that we were going to do a house for Tinkerbell because, hello, Tinkerbell's the best. So Tinkerbell's signature color is green, so we went ahead and we painted our house already green, and then we also did a little grass here, added a couple of decorations. This is going to be our little walkway up, and those are made very simply from these little stones you can buy at any craft store for a bag of about 50 of them for $1. We really like these because they had the clear ones and then kind of a more of a muted kind to it, as you can see. So painting our fairy house was very simple. We just used some basic acrylic paint for wood, and then we did the green all the way around, and then I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it in this light, but what I did was I kind of mixed in some yellow undertones to give it kind of an effect where the sun is hitting it. And then, because it's Tinkerbell, and you know, when Queen Clarion does finally retire, we all know who's going to be the new queen. I decided to take it an extra step, and I happen to have some iridescent glitter paint from a previous project, and we went all out and really made this as shiny as possible because fairy dust is life. So I see the top here. So this is the base of what we're going to end up doing with the top. We're going to put some moss on it, but we wanted to have some color underneath that's going to kind of bring a bit of a, you know, mossy and wood tone to the whole project. So I don't know if you're familiar with Tinkerbell's house, but it's actually in the shape of a teacup. However, finding a teacup shaped fairy house already built was impossible. So I said, let's use our imagination, because isn't that half the fun of doing these projects? And I said, we're going to take a regular house, which is this way, and we're going to flip it this way and see what we can do. All right. Picking up, all this was really simple to do. These little stones, we just used regular Elmer's glue and just stuck them all on there. And now that everything is nicely in place, we are ready to move forward with the project. I also took the tip of this brush and just kind of dabbed on all of the different stones because, as you know, when Tinkerbell is all over the place, glitter, fairy dust, you name it, it goes everywhere. So one of the other things that I did, if you are familiar with Tink's house, is on the top of her house, it is actually a leaf. So instead of going out and buying this, I actually took a paper bag that all my supplies came home in, and I cut out some little leaf shapes, and that works really good because then you can kind of take it and give it a bit of a twist before you paint it, and then when it paints, it's also going to give a little bit of a curl, so it kind of has more of a natural effect, and I like the idea of recycling anyway. So this was very easy. Again, just cut it out, glue it on, a little bit of paint, and more glitter. So that project I decided also to do in advance because it did take a couple of different coats and drying time was quite a bit much for that one. So we covered how to make a leaf for the top of our tree, and moving from there, our next steps. So let me just give you kind of an idea of where we're at with this. So this is going to be, our walkway is here. This is where she's going to go in, and what we're going to try to do is kind of make this so that it's a little bit more of the oval shape that is traditional Tink's house, and we're going to see where that goes from there. All right. So this is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world when you're making a fairy house. You need to have some Spanish moss because you can do so much with it. So in this instance, because I have this little area right underneath here that I kind of want to fill in, so I'm going to put it underneath my fairy house like so. And then I'm going to kind of rest the fairy house on it like that. And then I'm going to bring it up and kind of just spread it out a little bit. So it's going to take away from that pointed little area over here. And we're going to glue that on in a minute. And we're going to take this side and we're also going to kind of pull it up a little bit. Just kind of spread it out. And we're going to glue it all together, which I'm going to put you guys on pause for a minute and we're going to put that in place. Okay? Hi guys, I'm back. So just a quick reminder, this entire week you can visit the Beacon Ferry walk houses at Pole Hill, Memorial, and Riverfront Parks in Beacon. So make sure you go see them all because everybody's putting in a lot of effort and fairies need to come find out where they're at, right? So we've glued on our moss. This portion of our day is officially done. And now we're going to put on our leaves. So we're just going to put a little glue in here for it to stick to. And I want to make sure I'm doing this in the manner that I want it to. I'm just going to put that on there. It'll eventually dry all by itself. So this is where we're at. As you can see, we now have less of a traditional shaped fairy house and more of the oval shape that is kind of what Tink lives in. So for this next part, I'm going to bring in my assistant and my Tinkerbell expert. Come on over and say hi.
Hi, my name is Michaela.
This is my daughter Michaela, and when we went out and discussed what are we going to do in terms of this fairy house, one of the most important things you want to do is figure out what fairy do you want to come live in your house, because
And if you want, you can even choose any fairy, even your least favorite.
who's your least favorite?
I have no least favorite fairy.
Because we love fairies, right?
Yeah, my first favorite is just Tinkerbell. So this is the pink house.
That's right. So
We have all of her stuff.
Tinkerbell, hold on. Tinkerbell is a tinker fairy, which means she is going to tinker, and when she goes out for her walks and flying around with her friends, what's one of her favorite things to find? Lost things.
So we got her this little wheelbarrow to bring along when she's flying along to carry with her
That's
friends.
right. So we're going to put that right there.
So if you're wondering if we have any more stuff, we do. If you're wondering, we have the stuff, a little stool and
Her little workbench. So basically, we just picked up a little sewing kit, and inside of it came with all these little trinkets that are perfect for Tinkerbell. We just took a little mirror, because that's one of the things that's in our basket of lost things, glued it on here, and now Tinkerbell has her workbench. And this
Can I show
is,
them?
you can show them all of it. Go ahead. We're in this together. So go ahead, Michaela, and tell them about our lost things.
Okay. This is one of the things that we found at the craft store for Tinkerbell that I thought she would like, because I had that in my hand before because I got a lot of stuff in my hands. And these are little scissors. I did not find that. I think my mom did. Or she probably made them. I don't know. But we got this book. We got this little pin. And here is a mirror. We're going to glue that on somewhere.
I think we'll leave it in the basket for Tink to work with.
And this is a little ornament for her house for Christmas that you can just put on.
Mm-hmm. And some more buttons and a safety pin.
Yeah.
So basically, our basket will hopefully get Tink to come pay us a visit, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to put our basket over here.
And I was just, last night, I was actually thinking, since we were going to do the video today, I was thinking we could have put a little note saying, "Hi, Tink, I hope you enjoy this house."
Okay. All right.
Okay, I might go in a couple minutes or so, but I might just stay and watch Mama do the rest.
Okay, guys, so final step when you're all done putting it all together. So this is Imagine Sheer Shimmer Craft Spray. You can pick it up at most craft stores, Joann's, Michael's. You can even get it off of Amazon. And I like it because it's kind of a water-based thing, but more importantly, you want to sit back for a second? Obviously, you can't paint glitter onto your moss. So what you can do, though, is you can spray it on. And what it's going to do is it's just going to give this wonderful shiny effect,
Hey, Mama, can I try?
especially out in the sun. You
Can
wanna
I
give it a
try,
spin?
Mama?
Yep. Go ahead. Come over this way.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna spray this. 1, 2.
Good. Perfect. All right. So you can't see it in the light here, but out in the sunlight, it actually gives the whole thing a nice little shimmer, which attracts fairies. What do you think,
This is a
Tink?
nice little shimmer. And look at this little stool. And all of my craft stuff. I could use this all.
Woohoo! All right. So Tink loves her new house. We just want to say thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
Hold on. Remember to get your schedule of the activities at fairywalk.com. If you complete 2 or more activities during the week, you'll receive the password to get a fairy crystal ball. So I guess we have to do another fairy craft, huh?
Yeah.
Because we want our password. So thank you again. We hope you enjoyed the very first Fairy Walk project of the week.